Hey guys, my name is Dr. Kim, and if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for joining. I am an online back pain coach, and I've helped over 4,000 people heal their back pain for life without repeat visits to practitioners, drugs, surgery, or injections. Today, I'm here with someone super special, one of my clients, Phil, who is going to tell us all about his experience. So first of all, hi Phil, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, Dr. Kim. I'm glad to be here.
Yay, awesome. So can you describe yourself and what you do?
So I'm a business owner and it's a cabinet shop, custom cabinet shop. So there's a lot of heavy lifting. It's almost entirely lifting. A lot of bending over and sometimes climbing inside of things, cabinets.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so super physical job.
hmm
Mm-hmm. So
Uh,
can you share with us where you were before and then after working with me?
Before I came to you, I was fragile. It was hard to do certain things like, put my socks and shoes on. I was always worried about my back going out, which would sometimes last up to two weeks, occasionally up to a month. And I mean, it would be something as simple as, maybe wiping after using the toilet or, just out of the blue, I would just be down for 2 weeks. And now I can do things like ride the really bumpy roller coasters that, supposedly, hurt people's backs and necks. So I'm in a much, much better place now.
Yes, that's so good to hear. Can you describe a little bit more about how it was affecting your work beforehand and now what it's like?
I would have to be really careful about what I did. There was a list probably of 1,000 things that I knew better than to do. And so I would go around my day and try to just, skirt around those things. I would lift things in certain ways or avoid things. Um, I would be down for days at a time and not be able to work. I would be out in the field in an install and my back would go out and I'd be like, okay, I'm done for the day, guys. And in the middle of somebody's house working on their job, um, now I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
So good. Can you describe what you used to do to try and heal your back in the past when it went out?
When my back would go out, I would spend a lot of time on a heating pad with, usually ibuprofen. My mom used to give me muscle relaxers and things, and I would not take them. I would just bear with the pain. Um,
Mm.
and sometimes when I had a girlfriend or a spouse or somebody that they would rub my back, and that would help. Before that, the doctor said, "Oh, you're going to have rods put in your back, or you're going to have a body cast." And I had already spoken to people that had advised against that, so I never did anything. Just occasionally would go to a chiropractor or a massage therapist.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. And for those of you who don't know, the reason why the doctors were suggesting rods and a cast for Phil is because he has had scoliosis since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, I think I was 9 or something, and they took me into it was a special doctor. It wasn't just a normal one that I was seeing. I don't
Yeah.
know, it was so long ago. And he had me bend over and he said, "Oh, your son has scoliosis, and it's actually quite
Mm-hmm.
pronounced." And they, at that point, they were already talking about having me in a body cast, and they said, "Well, you're going to have to wait until you're older because we want your spine to finish growing before we can do any of this stuff." And
Right. Yeah.
I always told them, "No, thank you."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And what were the main challenges that you faced before you started working with me?
Um, Mostly it was I couldn't lift things without risk. I couldn't bend over in any way really without risk. Um, every time I heard a pop or or a thunk or clunk in my back. It was scary. So I think the biggest challenge for me was going for more than a month without having my back go out.
Wow. Yep. So really like every month your back would go out?
Sometimes it would go for a couple months without it, and then sometimes it would be over and over again.
Mm,
It used to get worse in the cold parts of the year because it would be more stiff.
yep. Yep. I can totally relate to that because I was stuck in the same cycle as well. I think I could go like 1 to 2 months without pain in my back, but then it could be any little activity, like bending over to pick something up or just like getting out of bed, and then that would be enough to trigger it. So I definitely can relate to how you were feeling.
What
So,
actually what
mhm,
actually did it for me is my back was constantly in pain for about 6 weeks, and then we went on holiday. We just, I guess, vacation over here. I was saying holiday because that's what you usually say to me. Um, so yeah, I was on vacation and my back went out. Oh, I can't even remember what I was doing. I think it was just putting on my clothes. And I said, "That's it. I'm calling up Kim."
and thank God you did, because
Yes.
your life is so, so different now. So obviously, we're all human. We do get sick and we do get injured. That's sort of part of life. So nowadays, say if you do twinge your back, what is your process for healing your pain now?
I don't have to do anything now, but I still do some of the stretches that you taught me,
Mm-hmm.
just in
Yep.
case.
Awesome. That's so good. So you're at a point where your body is so strong that you can just kind of bounce back from any kind of injury. Would you say that's right?
Yeah, pretty much. In fact, tonight when I was doing my sit-ups, I for some reason I was still sitting in the up position with my knees like this and my back like this, and that's when I decided to turn, and that made a big like a clunk in my lower back, and I went, "Uh-oh, nah, I'm good." And then I also thought I should have listened to her and had my back down when I turned over.
Yes, yes, should have. So just to clarify, like previously when you would hurt your back, you would be in pain for weeks. And now
Mhm.
when you hurt your back, approximately how long does it take you to recover?
The worst case that I've had happen, one of my cabinets was about 75 pounds, and my helpers pulled it faster than I could move, and I ended up holding it with one arm. And I felt most of my back tense up, and I thought, uh-oh, that may have been more than my back can handle. But all I did was some of your stretches, and I took one ibuprofen for inflammation, and by the end of the day, all that hurt was my neck. And then the next day, that was gone. So less than 18 hours.
That is amazing. And this is exactly where we want to be, because I feel like that is the true measure of health. It's your ability to heal and come back from incidents like these.
I also didn't have to
So,
stop working.
yes. Oh, of
That
course.
normally would have taken me down for, I would have been like done for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a huge, huge plus that you're able to continue working. It doesn't affect your income. And I know how much you love your job as well. So that's super important. Now, we've been coaching together for about 4 months or so. Can you describe the time commitment that was needed?
10 minutes a day.
Mhm. Super easy and doable, right?
Oh, yeah. And whenever I want to do it, wherever I want to do it.
hmm Yeah, exactly. And based on the results so far, where do you see yourself in 6 to 12 months' time?
I'll be keeping up on my exercises while I'm traveling around the country and possibly the world, starting my amusement park, which is something else I
Oh,
got to thank you for. You helped me with my outlook on life and get through that blockage.
I'm so happy to hear that, Phil, because I know that that has been a dream of yours for such a long time. And I can't wait for you to start traveling as well.
I already got my passport.
Oh, you did? Yay,
Yeah.
congrats. That's awesome. 2025 is going to be an amazing year.
Yes.
All right. And were you surprised by the results that we ended up getting?
Yes. I was actually very surprised. I was raised to believe that this was impossible.
Mhm.
No doctor anywhere said, "Now just do some somatic exercise." The exact right ones for the exact right parts of your spine. Like, my mind is blown at what we've done.
Mine too. It's really been such a pleasure seeing the miracles that have happened throughout this process. And I know for you, it's really like within the first week, you started to feel the change and the difference in your body.
Well, actually, within 24 hours, my
Yes,
back pain was gone. I was off the heating pad within the first 24 hours.
that is crazy. I still remember when you texted that to me that you hadn't used your heat pad since we started.
I didn't even think about it. It's almost like when you have the hiccups and they stop and you go, wait, when did my hiccups stop? And I realized a few days later, well, I haven't used the heating pad since the first phone call or the video call.
That is so, so cool. So, obviously, my methods are a little different to other people's. What surprised you the most about my coaching style? And did you have any doubts or misconceptions before you started?
So my doubts were that my back was going to be able to withstand what you were going to teach me. So I was afraid of the possibility of pain. And I pretty quickly learned to trust you. Your methods are very helpful, hands-on. I've noticed that you keep notes, so you're very professional. Beyond that, you have a gift. You're obviously here to heal people. That comes through whether people notice it or not. You have intentions whenever you operate. You have intentions that come across, and it's like a follow through. You foster in me the desire to make you proud of me, and not many teachers can do that.
Oh,
I don't
thank you
think.
so much, Bill.
I think you care. You genuinely care. So that makes all the difference in the world. I did not expect all the positive changes to my nervous system. I did not expect the changes to my arthritis. I did not expect my outlook on life to change. Um, there's so many things that have changed through working with you, and all I called you for was my back pain. So thank you.
You are so, so welcome. And yes, what I do is so much more than just healing back pain. It ends up affecting every single area of your life. And as a holistic doctor, this is what I aim to do. Because I always say it's not just about getting rid of the pain, it's about improving and every aspect of your life and giving you the freedom in your body, in your mind, your goals, uh, everything, giving you the freedom and the mobility and just the drive to know that you can do anything you want in this life. So if someone was on the fence about working with me, what would you tell them?
I would say definitely jump over the fence. I wish I had contacted her sooner. Don't delay, don't miss out. This is not a joke. This is real.
I love that. And do you have any final thoughts that you would like to tell people?
Yeah, if you're watching this, you probably have some sort of pain in your spine. You might have constant pain. You might have hip problems. This was the best decision I ever made for my spine in 49 years of life. And it was a one-time cost. I don't have to keep paying for a chiropractor. I don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars and have surgery and have a recovery and lose mobility. Just try it. Just give it a try. You won't regret this. I don't see how you could possibly regret this.
Thank you so much, Phil. And honestly, it has been such an honor and a pleasure to be able to coach you through this transformation. And I can't believe that it really only took 3 to 4 months, because I know that you have been struggling with this pain for many, many decades. So, yes, thank you for trusting me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being trustworthy. That was so wonderful. Everything was so wonderful.
Amazing. Okay, so if you have back pain and you want similar results to what Phil has been able to achieve, you can go ahead and book a time to chat with me for absolutely free. The link is in the description box down below, and I'm super looking forward to meeting you and discussing your concerns and your conditions and finding a game plan that is going to work for you. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.
Bye for now.